Hello and welcome to the video lecture on master data management. First of all, what is master data management? Why do we need master data management? The reason we need master data management is primarily due to the fact that there have been mergers and acquisitions on a very large scale. So what happens? So now we've got two organizations that are now merged, or they fully merged and they've become one organization. Well, have they been storing data in the same way? Are they now going to run through the process of pulling all of the data out of one's data warehouse and moving it to another's data warehouse? Are they going to completely merge their electronic files? Mergers and acquisitions are incredibly complicated, not just from a legal point of view and a personnel point of view, but when it comes to data, this can be an enormous undertaking. So now we've got these two corporations, and then it gets even more complex when you've got a merged corporation that then buys another corporation, or that then gets bought by another corporation. You can see how the complexities associated with this get enormous. I know someone who works for J.P. Morgan Chase, and when those two corporations merged, Chase had already purchased a fairly large number of organizations. J.P. Morgan had done the same, buying up smaller banks, all of which had disparate data. So now what happens? Now we're in a situation where we need to either merge all this data together, which probably is not going to happen. You're going to need somebody to get agreement on where this new entities, this new merged corporation's data is going to be stored and how that's going to affect the data warehouse. You can imagine the people that are involved in this on the data end are very, very highly paid professionals. So when we talk about master data management, we're talking about the disciplines, the technologies, the methods to ensure the currency. We talked about currency, the currency and timeliness, the meaning, the quality of the reference data within across various subject areas when we're talking about corporations that have merged. So now internally, we may be trying to keep track of the same information in different systems. So there are three main architectures to do this. One architecture is, okay, let's leave everything where it is, and we're going to have a registry. So there's going to be a location that's going to tell us where the record of truth lies. Where the record of truth lies, that sounds terrible. But we've got two different systems that have two different lists of customers, so which customer record is correct? So we would have an identity registry system or architecture in place where we would have two separate systems, but we would have one location that would say this is the correct customer record, for instance. The integration hub method is somewhat similar, but that data changes in the disparate systems are going to be broadcast to the other systems. Which again, there's a bit of overhead associated with that, and then we get into a setup where the disparate databases have to subscribe to the changes. This is also very similar to what's known as replication, which we're not going to cover in this course either. And then there's a persistent approach where we take information from the disparate data sources and merge them into one persistent set. So if we continue with the example of customers, we would combine information from all these various sources into one golden record type of list. So we would have one persistent list of customers, and then changes made to that list from the disparate systems would have to go through, again, we talk about data governance. Alright, so that is the end of my video lecture on master data management.